All right, I've been getting a lot of questions recently about leather, ounce thickness. What do I get? What do I use? And there's no simple answer, and there's no shortcut in this process. Really, you're just going to have to order, test, try out. That's what I have done for years. I have ordered leathers. Many have not worked. Many were too thick, too thin, too soft, too stiff. So it is a process and no shortcut around just finding a good leather source that works. And we are going to jump into some different leathers. So hopefully I can help the process. But you'll have to just try out, order from different places, test by gluing the two sides of the leather together to see if it'll work. So let's jump into, and hopefully I could maybe clear up a few questions to help you finding leather for your Bible rebinds. All right, so here we have some different leathers here. And I'm going to be able to show why lambskin could vary, the different types of exterior you might use, and how you would want to complement these leathers. Now we have here our river grain goatskin, which is it has substance to it. It's not stiff, but it's not ultra soft either. Where here is a cut of calfskin that is very soft, and it crumbles. There's not much sturdiness to it. Now, if the exterior leather that you're using, whether it's stiffer or softer, will determine the type of liner you use. And there's some leathers that'll be more stiff on the exterior, and you could pass with a softer liner. But if you take this soft calfskin, and if you complement it with a lambskin like this black lambskin that's just ultra soft, you're going to have a very, very soft cover. Now, if you take this river green that's a little stiffer and complement it with this lambskin, it's going to be okay. But then you want an exterior leather that if it's super thin and stiff, and if you complement it with a thin, ultra soft lambskin, you're going to have a very thin feeling cover. So it's better to complement when you have these thinner leathers with maybe a slightly thicker, not much, but a slightly thinner, say a cowhide. And this cowhide, it's not ultra soft. It's got some substance to it. So it's a great pair with either this river grain that's a little bit stiffer, or this softer calfskin that I have right here. But now it can vary, so this is why you'll need a test. This is technically about a 1 ounce lambskin. But this is also a 1 ounce lambskin. But this is much more, it has much more sturdiness to it. Even though it's still on the softer side, it's not as sturdy as this cowhide, but it's a little bit more stiff. So I don't mind complementing this lambskin with maybe a softer leather, but then I wouldn't want the Bible to be large in dimensions. It would have to remain around a 8.5 by 5.5 Bible, because if you get to the 9 by 6 or 10 by 7 Bibles, this is going to be too soft. So then you would want to complement, if it's soft, with a little bit stiffer liner. And this is why you're going to have to just try out. You're going to have to order and find out, because technically these two leathers had the same description, but these are completely different in their feel and how I would use them. So to summarize, and hopefully this is answering questions and helping you understand what you're trying to achieve here. Determining on what you use on the exterior, whether softer or stiffer, you're going to choose a either softer or more stiff liner. But when it comes to the leather world, technically all three of these are around 1 ounce. That's what they're going to say. They're going to be around 1 ounce. But this is a little stiffer, this is semi-stiff, and then this is ultra soft. So sometimes they give a description on the actual feel of it, if it's stiff or semi-stiff. But usually in photos, you could see the softness. You could see how easily that crinkles up, where this keeps its form, and then this really keeps its form. But again, you're going to have to order and just try out. There's no shortcut in these trial and errors of when you take a sample piece of the leather and take another sample piece, glue them together, and see how they feel. It's the only way. There's no way around that. So I hope this helps you in your time, your process in choosing leathers for your Bible rebinds.